my name is Xin. So in this video, I want to investigate intercultural communication, and I will focus on the complex nations of minority, gender, class, and individual identity in relation to self-awareness theory. So what does culture really mean in our daily lives, and how does it define and influences us? I was born into a mixed-race family in China. My father is Manchu and my mother is Han. Those two peoples have very different cultural traditions and national consciousness. While growing up, I frequently bounced between the cultures with two peoples. As a result, I acquired a more critical perspective on life earlier than my peers, especially regarding self-awareness. Starting with my cultural story, when I was about 12, I read a book that stated self-awareness perspective. After that, I overread about the cultural background of Manchu and traveled back to the nurse during the winter vacation at the end of that year. The Manchus have their own language and script, and when I tried to communicate with them, I was filled with surprise and a strong sense of national pride. Additionally, the most representative aspect of Manchu religious beliefs is shamanism, an ancient primitive religion. So, shamanism is not about faith, it's about experience. Therefore, this silent experience was always gradually affecting and changing me. Moving on to how my personal cultural characteristics affect my communication with others. I often engaged in discussion about deep questions. One of my favorite phrases comes from a conversation with my friend. She said, "Don't stop and continue to lie for yourself. Continue to accumulate failed conversations, wrong responses, even like the feeling of rejection." At that moment, I realized that if I had unconsciously started a conversation with her, it might have slipped away with me contemplating the truth behind her words. That could have been a pity. So I remind myself how important it is to communicate it consciously by accumulating small details in life. Little by little, we can become more complete. In addition, regarding nonverbal communication, I believe that it can be both intentional. I realized that nonverbal communication often serves as a support language. For example, if I arrive late for an appointment with a friend, I will say sorry while showing an embraced expression, emphasizing my regret. After that, interruption and silence were also important for both of us. I learned that we do not always have to consciously contribute to the atmosphere. We can also embrace silence. The best course of action in those moments is to interrupt politely and express my discomfort. Now, let's consider how my gender and class define me. I was born into a middle-class family where my parents often did their best to support me. I believe that term class related not only about the economics, but also to spiritual class. When I was in junior high school, I went to Nanjing to study professional dance. At that time, due to the pandemic, our family was in a relatively tense situation, but my parents did not allow me to give up this opportunity. Although the outcome was not entirely satisfactory, my parents always encouraged me, saying, "This is an experience in your life." So yes, I built a stronger heart. Now, regarding how my gender defines me. Men always symbolize the strength and labor, while women always associated with tenderness and maternal love. Beyond these stereotypes, society places particularly high expectations on women. I could not understand why society is so harsh on girls. During that time, I wrote an article for the school journal, where I said that beauty is not defined by being fair or thin, nor is about running certain distances or fearing a tan. True beauty is about being healthy, powerful, and mentally strong. As a girl, I should feel happier and prouder of my strong capacity of empathy, and we also have strong heart to encounter difficulties. Finally, my family culture significantly shapes me and influences my behavior in many ways. Why is family culture so important? I always remember my father told me, children have a long way to go in their lives, and they will learn many things, they will meet many people, and encounter various situations. Given the limited knowledge and the experience of their parents, it can be challenging to provide answers for their future. So instead of teaching knowledge in point by point, it's better to focus on the key concepts. In my family culture, I have had the opportunity to learn through trial and error, as my parents include me in many family discussions. So, because of these experiences, I value open communication with my family. As the saying goes, family is a person's internal harbor. Growing up in a family filled with rational love equips me with the ability to love and be loved.